We're going to talk about the NFC and AFC championship games scheduled for Monday, January 25th. With me, Andy Wheeler and Pedro John. Let's get to it, guys. First game, the early game. It's going to be 6:05 in the morning. The Packers taking on the Bucks.
This right here is a matchup. I mean, you're looking at two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the football game, and getting out there. And Brady, I mean, he's like 87 years old, but still doing it. He's still doing enough to win. And not just that, it's the other parts of the teams that have really stepped up. You saw Tampa's defense really clamp down in their last game. Green Bay, their defense is doing enough to get them by, but the way Aaron Rodgers is playing, the way those receivers and the running game are getting after it, I mean, this is going to be a great matchup. Who's going to take it? I don't know. It's in Lambeau if you want to give it to them. And Pedro, I know you're a Vikings guy, so that's probably hard to say, but I think Green Bay might have this one.
Yeah, I mean, to get back to what you were saying earlier, I think the X factor for this game is the Bucs defense. They can't let this get into a shootout, or especially in Lambeau. I mean, with the weather and all that, I think it's also a factor. I mean, Brady and Gronk are already kind of saying, you know, we're getting used to the warm weather down in Tampa. But I mean, they can't use that as an excuse, I guess. But yeah, I think the X factor for this game is the Bucs defense, but specifically Devin White. Dude looked like a super freak last game against the Saints. Had a big interception. And I think he's the key to containing Rodgers in that torrid Packers offense.
Yeah, well, the last time they faced Tampa Bay, the Bucs won 38-10. Aaron Rodgers threw 2 interceptions. I think he had something like 60 yards in the last 3 quarters of play. I think it's going to be the running game of Tampa Bay. They got the 1-2 punch. Watching Tampa Bay's last game, if they're able to run the ball and Brady's able to do his thing at the line of scrimmage and switch things up, I think, you know, Tampa Bay really has a good shot at winning this game.
Yeah, both teams, I think, have a great shot. As I said, you know, you look at 2 of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game, and those 2 interceptions that Rodgers threw in their last matchup, I mean, that's an anomaly. Aaron Rodgers does not play like that every game. There are other quarterbacks that will put 4 or 5 of those games in a row, but Aaron Rodgers, he'll have like 1, maybe 2 of those a season. So that was a freak game, I think. Don't look for him to make those mistakes. And you know, just like any good football matchup, this all boils down to playing mistake-free football. And when you've got teams that can protect the ball, even though Brady did throw quite a few interceptions this year, I think both teams have got a great chance to win. And don't look for a lot of mistakes to be made on Aaron Rodgers' part.
My heart wants to tell me Tampa just because, you know, he's done it so many times in the past, just found a way to win games, but I think the Packers are just the better team this year.
Okay, well, the game that we're showing on KUAM TV 11 NFL on CBS is going to be the Chiefs and Bills in the AFC Championship game, 9:30 in the morning. The Bills, 53% favorites to win this game. The big question is Mahomes, is he going to be healthy? He has that toe injury and the possible concussion protocols.
Well, Mahomes at – say 75, 80% is still better than a lot of quarterbacks in the league. And it's so hard to game plan for that guy because when plays do break down, the pocket is non-existent. He finds a way to extend it, to get out there, to run upfield, or to just make those throws on the run. So if he's healthy enough to do all that, look out. And that, you know, the receiving core they have over there with Kelsey and Hill. I mean, Hill is just an absolute speedster, so he can stretch the field. And you've got Kelsey, who is just, as far as receiving tight ends go, he can do it all. You know, 3rd and long situations, he's your go-to guy. They have so many weapons over there. The running game, don't count them out. But my heart, I got to go with the Bills. It's been forever since they've even made the playoffs and making it back to the championship again after all these years. After, you know, coming in 2nd, 3rd, 4th to the Patriots. If somebody else from the AFC East has to represent, I think I'd be happy that it's the Bills.
Yeah, to your point, their defense looked amazing last week against Baltimore. Obviously, Kansas City and Baltimore's offense, in my opinion, aren't comparable. Then you had Lamar going down, a lot of different things. But um, yeah, to your point, I think it's hard to bet against Kansas City. I mean, they're an Arrowhead. They've been unstoppable there for the last few years now. They're 15-1. They have the experience. Your heart tells you want to go Buffalo, but it's hard. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is, in my opinion, still the best quarterback in football. Him and Aaron Rodgers, it's a toss-up.
Man, Buffalo's defense, they look athletic. They look like they can cover. And if you can get after Mahomes early and keep him frustrated, I think that, Buffalo has a good chance at pulling this off. And, you talk about Kansas City and their weapons and what they're able to do, but some of Kansas City's games have been pretty close and they barely pull out the wins, but, a win is a win in the NFL.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You don't get style points. That doesn't take you to the Super Bowl. It's just a W. And, looking at this championship weekend, there's not a fluke. There's not a team that you're like, oh, there is no way they're going to get past them. Like, you can make a case for either four of these teams, and I would totally buy it because, again, like Pedro was saying, the way their defenses played, Buffalo and Tampa last week, if they can do that again this week, carry that momentum in, I think they've got a great chance because no offense is unstoppable. And, these defenses going on the road, nothing travels better than a run game and a good defense.
If this is prediction time, right? This isn't. So, I mean, I'm going to go Chiefs, Packers, Super Bowl, the 1 seeds. Two MVP candidates going at it. I think it'll be awesome to watch. But, I mean, either way, whatever matchup happens, it'll be great because all 4 of these teams are talented at both sides of the field, with all 4 have great quarterbacks, great storylines.